All right, folks, you are welcome to Tosca View channel. If you're here for the first time, please like and subscribe to our page so the video can reach a wider audience. This video is for informational purpose and to encourage you to see your healthcare provider for wellness checkup appointment regularly. Let's cut to the chase. High blood pressure is dangerous, plain and simple. It's like a ticking time bomb inside your body, and if left unchecked, it can have devastating consequences over time. This constant pressure can weaken and scar the artery walls, making them more susceptible to blockages. And when those blockages occur, it can restrict blood flow to vital organs, leading to serious health problems. Now let's talk about your heart, the engine that keeps everything running. High blood pressure puts an enormous strain on this vital organ. Imagine your heart working overtime, day in and day out, just to pump blood against the increased resistance in your arteries. This constant strain can cause the heart muscle to thicken and stiffen, making it less efficient at pumping blood. A weakened heart is more susceptible to heart attacks, heart failure, and other cardiovascular problems. But it's not just your heart that suffers. High blood pressure also wreaks havoc on your blood vessels, those intricate networks that transport blood throughout your body. It can cause tiny bulges called aneurysms to form in the weakened areas of blood vessels. These aneurysms are like ticking time bombs, and if they rupture, they can cause internal bleeding and even death. High blood pressure can also damage the delicate blood vessels in your eyes, kidneys, and brain, leading to vision problems, kidney disease, and even stroke. It's a widespread issue that affects multiple systems in your body. See, the thing about high blood pressure is that it's not just one problem, it's a domino effect. One problem leads to another, and before you know it, you're facing a whole cascade of health issues. High blood pressure damages your arteries, which strains your heart, which weakens your blood vessels, increasing your risk of heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, vision problems, and more. It's a vicious cycle, and the best way to break free is to prevent high blood pressure in the first place. But how do we do that? Well, that's what we'll be discussing in the next part of our video. So stay tuned. Now let's talk about why high blood pressure is often called the silent killer. You see, folks, high blood pressure is sneaky. It doesn't always announce itself with flashing red lights and blaring sirens. In fact, most people with high blood pressure don't even know they have it. They go about their day-to-day lives feeling perfectly fine, completely unaware that a silent storm is brewing inside their bodies. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike when you least expect it. And that's what makes it so dangerous, because by the time symptoms do appear, it's often too late. That's why it's so important to get your blood pressure checked regularly, even if you feel healthy. Now, you might be thinking, but Tosca, if there are no symptoms, how am I supposed to know if I have high blood pressure? And that's a great question. The truth is, most people with high blood pressure don't experience any noticeable symptoms, but some people may experience subtle signs like headaches, nosebleeds, or shortness of breath. However, these symptoms are often attributed to other, less serious conditions like stress or allergies, and that's where the danger lies, because if you dismiss these symptoms as nothing to worry about, you could be missing a critical opportunity to catch high blood pressure early and prevent serious health problems down the line. See, folks, the problem with high blood pressure is that it's easy to ignore. It doesn't cause pain or discomfort in the early stages, so we tend to push it to the back of our minds and focus on more pressing matters. We tell ourselves, I'm too young to have high blood pressure, or I feel fine, so it can't be that bad. But the truth is, high blood pressure doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, regardless of age, race, or gender. So the best course of action is to face this silent killer head-on and take steps to protect yourself. So how do we unmask this invisible enemy? How do we detect high blood pressure before it's too late? The answer is simple. Regular checkups. Getting your blood pressure checked regularly is like setting an alarm clock for your health. It's a quick, painless way to monitor your blood pressure and catch any potential problems early on. And the best part is it's readily available. You can get your blood pressure checked at your doctor's office, at a local pharmacy, or even at home with a home blood pressure monitor. By understanding the silent nature of high blood pressure, we can take the necessary steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll be discussing the telltale signs of high blood pressure and what you can do to lower your risk. All right, folks, let's talk about those telltale signs of high blood pressure. Now remember, high blood pressure is often called the silent killer for a reason. It can sneak up on you like a ninja in the night without you even realizing it. But listen closely, because sometimes, just sometimes, our bodies try to warn us that something's not quite right. These warning signs may be subtle, easily dismissed as just a bad day or a case of the Mondays. If you're experiencing any of the following symptoms, especially if they're new, persistent, or severe, don't ignore them. So, what are these whispers of trouble we should be listening to? Well, one of the most common signs of high blood pressure is a pounding headache, particularly in the morning. Imagine waking up with a jackhammer going off in your head, day after day. Another telltale sign is nosebleeds. Now, nosebleeds can be caused by a variety of factors, but frequent or unexplained nosebleeds, especially in adults, can be a red flag for high blood pressure. You might also experience dizziness or lightheadedness, like you're about to faint. And speaking of blood flow, high blood pressure can also affect your vision, causing blurry or double vision. Now, here's the thing about these symptoms, folks. They're not exclusive to high blood pressure. That means they can be caused by a whole bunch of other things. And that's what makes high blood pressure so darn sneaky. It can mimic other conditions, leading to misdiagnosis or delayed treatment. So, even if you think your symptoms are due to something else like stress or lack of sleep, it's still crucial to get your blood pressure checked, just to be safe. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tosca, you're starting to sound like a broken record. Get your blood pressure checked, get your blood pressure checked. And you know what? I'm not going to apologize for it, because here's the deal, folks. Our bodies are pretty amazing machines, but they can't always tell us when something's wrong in a language we understand. Sometimes they whisper, they hint, they send out subtle distress signals. It's up to us to pay attention, to listen to those whispers, and to take action when necessary. So, if you're experiencing any unusual symptoms, don't ignore them. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? We've talked about why high blood pressure is so dangerous, why it's called the silent killer, and even how to spot its sneaky little whispers. But now let's shift gears and talk about how to fight back. Because the good news is high blood pressure is often preventable and manageable. It's all about making smart choices, folks, choices that'll empower you to take control of your health and lower your risk. These are simple, practical tips you can start implementing today. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a journey towards a healthier you.
First stop on our journey, the kitchen. You know what they say, you are what you eat. And when it comes to high blood pressure, that couldn't be truer. Picture your diet as your secret weapon, folks, a way to nourish your body and fight back against this silent threat. So, what kind of fuel does your body need to win this battle? Well, for starters, load up on fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Think leafy greens, juicy berries, crunchy carrots, and hearty quinoa. These foods are packed with nutrients like potassium, magnesium, and fiber, which are like little superheroes fighting to lower your blood pressure. And hey, don't forget about lean protein. Chicken, fish, beans, and lentils are all excellent choices.
All right, folks, we've fueled our bodies with healthy goodness. Now it's time to get moving, because exercise, my friends, is like magic medicine for high blood pressure. Think of it this way. Every time you move your body, you're giving your heart a mini workout, helping it get stronger and more efficient at pumping blood. And a stronger heart means lower blood pressure. Now, I'm not talking about running a marathon here, folks, unless that's your thing, of course. Even moderate intensity exercise like brisk walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, or dancing can make a world of difference. The key is to find something you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week.
Last but certainly not least, let's talk about stress, folks, the silent killer's partner in crime. You see, stress is like kryptonite to our health, and it can wreak havoc on our blood pressure. When we're stressed, our bodies release hormones that cause our blood vessels to constrict, making our hearts work harder to pump blood. And you guessed it, that can lead to high blood pressure. So, what can we do about it? Well, folks, it's time to find your Zen zone. Whether it's meditation, yoga, deep breathing exercises, spending time in nature, or simply listening to calming music, find what helps you unwind and make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Remember, folks, managing stress is not selfish. It's an act of self-care, and it's one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your heart and your overall health.
Listen up, folks, because this next part is crucial. We've talked about how high blood pressure can be a silent threat, but let's be crystal clear, ignoring it is a gamble you simply cannot afford to take. Remember those dominoes we talked about? The ones that start falling and create a cascade of health problems? Well, when it comes to high blood pressure, those dominoes are real and the stakes are incredibly high. We're talking about your life, folks, your health, your ability to enjoy the things you love. See, uncontrolled high blood pressure doesn't just increase your risk of heart attack and stroke. It can also damage your arteries, leading to peripheral artery disease, which can cause pain, numbness, and even amputation. And that's not all, folks. Section 2, protecting your future self. High blood pressure can also wreak havoc on your kidneys, those bean-shaped organs that work tirelessly to filter your blood and remove waste products. Over time, high blood pressure can damage the delicate blood vessels in your kidneys, leading to chronic kidney disease and, in some cases, kidney failure. And let's not forget about your brain, folks, the command center of your entire body. High blood pressure can damage the blood vessels in your brain, increasing your risk of stroke, dementia, and even Alzheimer's disease. It's like slowly chipping away at the foundation of your health, leaving you vulnerable to a whole host of serious and life-altering conditions. But here's the good news, folks. You have the power to protect yourself. By taking steps to manage your blood pressure, you're not just lowering your risk of these serious health problems, you're investing in your future, your well-being, and your ability to live a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Section 3, reclaiming your health destiny. Now, I know what you're thinking, Dr. Gupta. You're making this sound pretty intense, and you know what? It is. High blood pressure is a serious condition, but it's not a lost cause. You have agency, folks, the power to take control of your health destiny. Remember those lifestyle changes we talked about? Eating a healthy diet, getting regular exercise, managing stress. Well, those changes aren't just suggestions, folks. They're your secret weapons in the fight against high blood pressure. Think of it this way. Every healthy choice you make, every time you opt for a salad instead of a burger, every time you lace up your sneakers instead of reaching for the remote, you're taking a stand against high blood pressure and reclaiming your health. Section 4, your health, your choice. So folks, the choice is yours. You can choose to ignore the risks, to roll the dice with your health, or you can choose to take action, to empower yourself with knowledge, and to make positive changes that will benefit you for years to come. Remember, managing high blood pressure is not about deprivation. It's about making choices that nourish your body and mind. It's about prioritizing your well-being and embracing a lifestyle that supports a long, healthy, and vibrant life. So join me, folks, on this journey towards a healthier you. Let's make every beat count, and remember, I'm always here to support you every step of the way. Section 1, your health, your future. So there you have it, folks. High blood pressure is a serious condition, but it's not a life sentence. By understanding the risks, recognizing the warning signs, and adopting a healthy lifestyle, you can take control of your blood pressure and protect your health for years to come. Remember, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it wisely. See your healthcare provider routinely. Please leave us a comment below. Let us know how you received the content.